Hello, we're going to look at the Keithley power supply used in the lab, and you'll notice it has 3 channels. We're going to be using the left-hand channel, which has an output of 0 to 30 volts at 3 amps. So the very first thing that you're going to have to do is to turn that power on, and there's a green push button on the left-hand side. So make sure that you've pressed that, and then it'll update the display. Here we go. So it takes a few seconds to initialize, and right now we have to make sure that the red is connected to channel 1 top and the black to the channel 1 bottom. Once that's done, we're going to be able to select channel 1. The next step is to select VSET. This allows us to set the voltage. And then I'm going to type in 8 volts. That's the voltage I want to apply, and then hit enter. Okay, another way of setting it is using the dial. So I've moved the cursor to the left hand side, and I'm rotating the dial clockwise or counterclockwise until I get the voltage that I want. And you can see I can move the cursor left and right to adjust that voltage. And we want to set it for 8 volts, and there we go. Okay, now I'm going to turn the power supply on. Notice it says 8 volts at 202 milliamps, but turn it off because I want to set the milliamps. So this is where I get to type it in. So I'm going to type in 0.300 amps and then press enter. Now that I've done that, it's set for a maximum of 300 milliamps. Now, since we're not reaching 300 milliamps, it'll say constant voltage and actually show me the current on the display, which is very, very useful for testing and troubleshooting. Now I'm going to switch to a 29 ohm resistor. So I've disconnected the other resistor. That's why the current dropped. And now the current is higher because of that 29 ohm resistor. Okay, but it still hasn't exceeded the 300 milliamps, but now I'm going to change the voltage to a higher value. So now that I've increased the voltage to 12 volts, you'll see that it says constant current. And that's because if you take that 27 ohm resistor and multiply it by 300 milliamps, you only get about 8.1 volts. So that's what it's doing, is it's setting the output voltage to only give you a maximum current of about 300 milliamps.